Live from Television Hill, this is WJZ News at noon.
Hit by an ambulance, a man is now in critical condition after an accident along a Baltimore County road. Hello again, I'm Nicole Baker. Investigators say the man was walking near Reisterstown Road around 8:30 last night when he was hit. Ron Matz has more on the questions investigators are still trying to answer.
The pedestrian who was injured in this Baltimore County accident was flown here to shock trauma. He's now listed in critical but stable condition. Baltimore County fire officials say just before 8:30 last night, a fire department medic unit was involved in a crash with a pedestrian. A man, for unknown reasons, was walking on Reisterstown Road near the intersection of McDonough Road when he was hit. Fire investigators say the EMT who was driving and a paramedic inside the unit immediately got out, tended to the victim, and called for additional help.
As soon as this crash occurred, the paramedic and the EMT who were riding in Medic 19 immediately got out and began to render aid to the victim. They worked aggressively on him. Our fire department surgeon happened to be in the area and responded to this call and was extremely impressed with the care that they provided under duress.
The man was taken first to the McDonough School, then flown to shock trauma in critical but stable condition. The fire department says the unit was not in emergency mode when the crash occurred, meaning no lights and sirens were on. The paramedic and EMT were not injured. The Baltimore County Police crash team is investigating. Now back to you.
Right now, 5 more cases have been confirmed in the adenovirus outbreak at the University of Maryland College Park. The university now says there are 35 students who tested positive for the virus. 10 of those cases are adenovirus strand 7 that may cause more severe illnesses. Howard County freshman Olivia Perigal died just last month from complications of the virus. The university says it's planning extensive cleaning over winter break. That includes disinfecting surfaces inside dorms like desks, doorknobs, and light switches. New at noon, the woman accused of being a secret Russian spy to sway U.S. politics just pleaded guilty to a conspiracy charge. According to court documents, Maria Butina took steps to develop relationships with American politicians in order to advance the interests of the Russian government. Prosecutors say the 30-year-old landed on the FBI's radar after she tried making contact with conservative leaders and the NRA. She is now facing possible prison time and deportation. Well, needed the thick jacket this morning. We may be too heavy for you this afternoon. Taking a live look outside through Chopper 13, a mild start to your Thursday. Ahead of what will most likely be a very wet weekend. Let's send it over to Marty Bass, who's been tracking our conditions.
Yeah, unfortunately, we keep trending to the wetter.
The weather.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about how nice it's going to be this afternoon, to be quite honest about it. 47 degrees since we spoke at the beginning of the show. We've gone up a degree, and that right now is going to be maybe 7 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Winds are light in the area. The sun has popped back out. We had early clouds because of an impulse passing just by to our north. Look up at central PA, the Laurel Highlands up towards State College. They're getting snow and a wintry mix. Not going to be down here. That's all heading up toward the upper right-hand side of the screen. But I got news for you. What we're looking at coming our way from the south means business. We've got to talk about this, and we'll do in detail coming up shortly. Now I'm going to throw it back to you.
Marty, thank you. Remember to download WJZ's weather app to track our changing weather. Get hourly, daily, and extended forecasts, plus severe weather warnings. Just search WJZ weather and get our app. We'll tear it down and rebuild. That's a recommendation from a new study on the Pimlico race course. According to our media partner, the Baltimore Sun, the study from the Maryland Stadium Authority aims to redesign the course in order to host the Preakness Stakes. It would cost $424 million. The Stadium Authority also recommends adding amenities like a grocery store, hotel, and townhomes. The study says the current Pimlico facility may threaten the success of the stakes. The owner of the Pimlico released a statement saying in part the conclusions of the report are in line with their own assessment. Well, it's being called a Christmas miracle. 3 people were stranded in a West Virginia mine, and they're now recovering in the hospital after being rescued. Search teams have been trying to reach them for 4 days and finally found them last night, 4,000 feet underground. Chip Reed is in West Virginia today for WJZ.
After 111 hours stranded underground, Kayla Williams, Cody Beverly, and Erica Treadway emerged from West Virginia's Rockhouse Powelton mine.
My shoes were soaked and I couldn't get my feet warm.
Greg Scarborough is Cody Beverly's grandfather.
This right here community loves one another. You might see us next week having a difference or whatever because we're human, but when it gets down and push comes to shove, we love one another.
Emergency workers raced around the clock for 4 days, searching deep into the mine while the amount of oxygen in the air neared deadly levels. Entering the mine, which had been inactive for 2 years, was not easy. Rescuers had to remove water at one entrance and bulldoze a new road outside the other. They used fans to help pump in air. 4,000 feet underground in the mine, rescuers say they reached Treadway first at 6 p.m., then Williams and Beverly 30 minutes later. All three walked out on their own.
It's a Christmas blessing. That's all there is to it.
Governor Jim Justice celebrated with the family.
It's our rescuers. There's nothing like them. Right when they were gathering together, all of them came by me and hit me on the shoulder and said, "We're going to get them. We're going to find them." And they did.
A fourth person who emerged from the mine alone Monday helped guide rescue workers to the other three. One rescue worker told us that the entire rescue operation could cost as much as $1 million. Police say the group went into the mine in the first place to steal valuable copper wiring. Now they could face criminal charges. Chip Reed, CBS News, Whitesville, West Virginia.
Well, with only a week and a half until Christmas, there's been countless articles about the hottest toys. But what is the most popular toy this holiday season in each state? According to Google Shopping and Google Trends, children here in Maryland are hoping the most for their very own Fortnite action figure. The popular video gaming icons didn't actually hit stores until this month, so they may be very hard to find. Still to come on WJZ News at noon, breaking the bank, the price tag after last month's deadly wildfires in California and why the number is still expected to climb. And just Google it. The search engine is out with the top most trending things of 2018. Enjoy the sun while you can. We're taking another live look outside. Marty Bass is tracking some rain moving into our area. That's coming up. French police say they're trying to catch the man who they say is behind a shooting at Christmas market, dead or alive. More than 700 officers are now involved in the manhunt for 29-year-old Sharif Chaykat. Investigators say the fugitive opened fire 2 days ago near the Strasbourg Christmas market, killing 2 people and leaving 1 person brain dead, hurting 12 others. So far, 5 people have been detained in connection to the investigation. New at noon, insurance claims from last month's wildfires have now hit $9 billion, and they're expected to rise. According to the state insurance commissioner, 7 of the $9 billion in claims are from the deadly Camp Fire. A group of Camp Fire survivors have also filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Pacific Gas and Electric Company for allegedly starting that fire. In total, the multiple wildfires last month damaged more than 20,000 buildings and killed at least 86 people. Well, what do the World Cup and Hurricane Florence have in common? They were the 2 most Googled things, respectively, this year in the U.S. The search engine released its list of top search results and trending topics. The results cover news, TV shows, questions, and much more. Demi Lovato was the top trending person. The top movie was Black Panther, and the top song was Bohemian Rhapsody. So to come on WJZ News at noon, shaping up to be a mild Thursday afternoon. Taking a live look outside, Marty Bass is tracking some rain that's arriving just in time for the weekend. That's when we come back. But first, here's a look at today's midday stocks. Rain is coming, Marty.
Yeah, it is, and it's unfortunate yet another weekend with rain in the outlook. But given what's going on in Texas right now, you've been keeping up with this. We talked about it on the CBS Morning News, big windstorms and everything. Look, this could be a lot worse. We're on the warm side of it. This time of the year, big slug of moisture comes our way. We say rain, we win.
We win.
Yeah, that's unless you're wanting some snow, that's how you kind of got to look at it. Sherelle Young, what you up to? 48 degrees, calm winds in her neighborhood. Other weather watchers joining us. The Shockers in Catonsville, 44. The Dingnans in Abingdon, 50. And Steve Shipley, Westminster, 48 degrees. And TV Hill right now, 47. 53% humidity, barely a breeze. Barometer is at 30.29. Temperatures around the area right now quite mild. Matter of fact, I always say to look at the color coding. Look how the green has now come back across the state as opposed to chillier temperatures we had seen earlier. Your normal daytime high, 46 degrees. Well, heck, we're right there right now for the most part. Mount Airy and Tawnytown to be the outliers. But other than that, we're looking at our normal right now with a few more degrees to go. Look just up to the north. Yeah, for real. That's a light snowfall, wintry mix. It's not going to be a player for us at all. Here comes the cloud shield of what is going to be the player, and it's that big slug of moisture. You'll be hearing about this on the news later. That is some pretty vicious weather down over Texas. As it comes our way, we'll see clouds thicken. By tomorrow night, we're going to see rain come into the area. And then it's just going to be a very wet Friday night into Saturday. I'm going to bring in the Futurecast, started tomorrow. I want you to know what happens as we move through Saturday and now potentially all the way through Sunday. That low is going to transfer its energy to the coast, and we're going to get an extra kick up. And we may not clear things out really until bedtime on Sunday night. Mainly cloudy, 47 degrees. Going to be the high temperature to stay overnight tonight. Another mild night. Clouds giving us a blanket effect. 34 degrees is going to be the low. We'll take a look. It is snow-free. My glass is half full.
Snow-free is what we like.
Snow-free 7-day forecast.
We like it, Marty. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Still to come on WJZ News at noon, snoozing an extra hour. How delaying school start times in one state is paying off. In health news this noon, stethoscopes used by medical professionals are loaded with bacteria, including some that can cause dangerous staph infections. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania found that staph bacteria was on all 40 stethoscopes they examined. They say medical professionals should follow recommended guidelines to clean them effectively. As you know, holiday stress can wreak havoc on your health. That's according to researchers in Sweden. They found that older adults and people with diabetes and heart disease were at a higher risk of having a heart attack on Christmas Eve because of emotional stress. The risk peaked at around 10 o'clock at night. A new study published in the journal Science Advances examined the effect of delaying school start times in Washington state. The data suggests that teens at 2 Seattle high schools got about a half an hour more sleep, and they were more punctual and performed better in class. Keep it right here. Your 7-day forecast is up next.
All right. Not bad out there.
Not bad. It was a mild start to the morning.
And we busted up those clouds, like peaks of sun out there on the Inner Harbor. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-day. Tomorrow will start out okay. It's going to end up cloudy. And really tomorrow night through Saturday morning, you could have some heavy rain. Rain heavy enough to cause a little bit of flooding, believe it. Between Friday and when it's over with late Sunday. Maybe 1-2 inches of rain. I don't want to call Sunday a real wet day, but well, you get the idea. It'll clear out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay. Well, don't forget to tune in to CBS tonight at 10. It's SWAT, followed by, of course, WJZ News at 11. Finally, this noon, do you need $100,000? Raise your hand. That's how much Vitamin Water is willing to pay you if you go smartphone free for a whole year. The brand will provide you with a phone.
Baltimore tap water is fine.
Listen, they'll give you a phone. You can make calls and texts. You just can't get on the internet. And do not think about cheating or using a tablet, your friend's phone, none of that, because at the end of the year, participants will take a lie detector test to determine if they cheated or not. The contest is over January 8th. I'm going to try it.
You'll last about
5 minutes.
Bet the under.
He said not even 5 minutes.
Not even 5 minutes.
Thanks for watching.